Field Strong Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, baby. First time reacting to Black Sabbath.
It's about time.
It is about time. Because we've already checked out a good number of Ozzy Osbourne music, and I knew he was part of a band before Black Sabbath. We've never gone back that far to those early days, but they were kind of the originators of metal music. I mean, like, it goes back that far. Yeah, the 60s and the 70s. And I was thinking, well, what song do we check out first? Got the perfect one. And I know you're going to love this one.
Why?
It's called Iron Man.
Was this an Iron Man?
Well, let's put it this way. It actually was an Iron Man. I do believe it is an Iron Man, but it was not the soundtrack for Iron Man, all right? Because Iron Man came out many decades later. I figured, so even as clueless as you would kind of make that distinction. But the intro, the minute you hear it, you're going to instantly recognize it. Other than that, I don't know what the rest of the song's like, but it's got that instant intro that they've used before, and I think in their trailers or maybe in the movie, but yeah. Iron Man. So they made Iron Man cool before Iron Man even knew he was cool. And they even got some video footage from back in the day of early like Ozzy, and he looks...
Oh my God, he looks so young.
So young. He looks actually kind of dashing even.
Like a baby.
He looks like a wee little... This is before he bit the heads off of bats. So all right, let's check this out, y'all. And hey, if you're a Black Sabbath fan, please give us recommendations. We need more to kind of figure out what's the best way to go about listening. What should we check out, right?
That's right.
By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
Back in Black, baby. That growl. And be like, Iron Man.
Sounds familiar.
Ozzy looks so awkward. Like he doesn't even know what to do with himself. This video is so psychedelic. tripping out from this music video. I started getting nauseous at the end.
Long. Wow. Was this like their first era or?
I don't know. It feels like the first time they even performed together. Like Ozzy had
so
no
cute.
idea like where he was.
I know.
Like, should I? He doesn't have a gimmick yet. He doesn't even have a persona.
So that's what I'm wondering.
I'm
Like, was this the first? You know, because like he's still not quite comfortable on that stage, and
I don't know. I mean, it definitely looks like this was filmed before any sort of good filters were created on Adobe Premiere.
it looks like the what do you call that green?
Look, there was definitely a green screen
green
behind
screen,
them,
right?
And pretty much the only other visual trick they had was like flipping images back and forth upside down.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
very
he's so
early
cute.
stage.
And he's like, he looks like, you know, like reading all the lyrics, just monotone. Yeah.
Let's see here. So actually, this was their second single. Let's see.
Wow.
So this actually wasn't their first album. It came from their second studio album, Paranoid. So they must have been performing for a while already.
Yeah.
I think that's just kind of how he was. And, you know, and if you actually remember, actually, you've never seen this show, his reality TV show. He's not actually an extroverted guy. He's very understated. In many ways, he's kind of even awkward as a person. It's his wife, Sharon, that is much more rambunctious, outgoing. It's kind of the one who kind of speaks for him in a lot of things. Although, granted, I think in the later years, he was already so coked up that his brain was half fried. So I just assumed that that kind of personality trait was because of the drugs. It looks like even back here, he was kind of
already like
he
that,
was kind of like that kind of guy. Yeah. He just had a crazy, amazing voice, and that persona that he eventually built around himself in his solo was,
and I guess during this time, like I mean, not just him, but probably the band was not quite sure on what their looks should be, because now he has a distinct.
Oh, now it is. Yeah, I mean, I think this might have been their look. I mean, if you think about it, this to me looks like quintessential early 70s band. In fact, the music to me doesn't even sound like heavy metal. It feels almost like psychedelic rock, right? More funky than anything else. So I think it was just like that early stage of where they were just performing together, kind of developing their sound. Definitely, I mean, the core to me is something that I've heard so many times, and I never actually related to them or even Iron Man movie until much later on. The only reason why I think I know it so well is because I feel like when I was growing up, I had friends who were playing guitar, or at least, was learning how to play electric guitar. Those chords were like some of the first chords I feel like every person who wants to be a rocker learns first. Like, because it seems like it's really easy to play and not fuck up.
Right.
So like that chord is like, I know it instantly.
Right.
Oh, here's interesting. I didn't realize. So that song's title, Iron Man, was actually inspired by chance encounter with the Marvel character of the same name.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with it. If you listen to the lyrics, it actually has nothing to do with it. It's just that it actually was inspired by it. So there you go. Marvel has been around a long time too.
Wow.
Now think about it as well.